Legend Total War here, and today we've got a Saving Your Disaster battle, playing as the Barrow Legion. We have only a sliver of tiny bit of hope here. Now, there's some good strength on our side, but what we're up against here is very strong. This is it's 4 stacks, but they're not full stacks, but we're not very well equipped for dealing with them. He's on a zombie dragon, as you can see, and he also has Wind of Death, which is great if we were up against a bit more of an infantry-focused army. Unfortunately, they've got 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries. They've got a Luminarch of Hysh, which is really good against what we've got. You know, taking out either the General or the Terrorgeist. They got a lot of Demigryph Knights, so they'll be able to control our cavalry. Our cavalry's not going to be able to do shit. It's not a great situation at all, and there's no retreat. Now, I do believe a lot of them are on Force March, but it pretty much doesn't matter. We don't have much anti-hero stuff either. Basically, the only anti-hero stuff that we've got are the two flying units. Just do the best we can, and maybe we can pull off a miracle, maybe not. Another thing to note is that we've only got 55 Winds of Magic reserve. I should have probably shown it, but basically, I could just tell straight away that this guy hasn't recruited a single knowledgeable wizard or general throughout the entire campaign. This is 160 turns into the campaign. That is just not good. And this is on legendary difficulty as well. Look, I don't want to tell people how to play, but recruit some fucking knowledgeable wizards, alright? If you're going to play as the vampire accounts, okay, you have to understand your strengths and weaknesses, okay? Your weaknesses are your troops, your strength is your magic. If you don't hire knowledgeable wizards, you are playing at a disadvantage. You know? What else can I say? Because we've got some of the best spells in the game, but they're also very costly in Winds of Magic, and it's made up for that when you can actually gather lots of magic reserves. But since you don't have that, well, then I'll only be able to cast it once or twice. You know, Wind of Death, which, given the type of army that we're dealing with, it's going to be very hard to blob them all in all at once. So, it's just, I really wish he had played his campaign a bit better, that's all. So, I mean, this is not the end of his campaign, like me, if we lose this battle here, but, you know, you gotta do it. Anyone who doesn't do this stuff on legendary difficulty, you're just playing yourself at a disadvantage. Oh well, so if I do send this save file back to him, you should definitely hire some knowledgeable wizards. Because it's so easy to do. They're so common with the vampire accounts. Your lords can have it, necromancers can have it, I believe vampires can have it. There's no excuse not to have at least one. And also, there's no heroes in this army here. Like, you should have a necromancer. Like, you don't need the corpse cart. You need a necromancer on a corpse cart holy lodestone, because they're better. They'll provide more buffs for the army and everything. There's no reason to actually recruit corpse cart unless you don't have a necromancer. And since it's this far into the game, and this guy's level 29, you should have a necromancer. Don't need a White King or a Banshee. But considering what we're up against here, a Banshee would have been useful. But a Vampire would also be really good, because they're also good anti-hero units, and also provide a decent amount of magic boost for your army. These guys here, they're not really damage dealers, not on legendary difficulty, and these ones here are going to be virtually useless. So yeah. They're okay, but I don't think they're going to live very long. So, on paper this looks like a good army, but it's not. Alright, so what I want to do here is try to have this one waste its ammunition, try and take out this army here, and we'll see how we go. We have to be fairly conservative with our magic, make sure we don't just throw the spells around willy-nilly. So yeah, if this one here could tie down the enemy artillery just for the beginning of the battle. I do need to keep an eye on the stuff though. How is he losing against Emil von Crorden? He'll do better amongst his own troops. Could cast a Wind of Death right now, but these ones here, they're on force march. They're probably the least of our concerns, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay, he's going to get triple teamed over there. Just maybe stand back a little bit. Alright, keep this hidden. The artillery there isn't really going for us. That's not good. Maybe if I feign an attack on it, maybe they'll change their mind. But I don't know. Can't be fighting here for too long either. Got enough winds of magic. If I cast it down here though, I run the risk of hitting my own units. Like, they're not really doing that much damage to us at the moment. Neheka's, the invocation of Nehek is no longer as viable as it used to be. I don't know why they're not shooting. I can't justify just charging in there. These guys will just sandwich me. But if these guys get within range of shooting us, we're fucked. We got no choice. I have to make a sacrifice. So yeah, I had no choice in the matter. If that Hailstorm rocket battery started shooting us, even like a single volley, it would have just utterly wrecked us. So let's hope at the very least, like that, it was just utterly gone. Let's hope that they don't get back on the artillery. That's all I can hope for there. Sometimes they do that. They once they've been attacked in melee, they don't put them back on their artillery. Let's see. It doesn't look like they've been put back on at the moment, so that's good to see. Might need to move you back over here because they've got outriders shooting at you. They seem to have just completely stalled. That's it, just get off the battlefield. Cool, cool, cool. This is why we want to rush in right away. Get them to break. If, you know, if the terror effect comes into play, that works as well for us. Yeah, they've just completely stalled. Maybe they're waiting for reinforcements. Hard to say. Alright, cool. Time to try to blob up a little bit. We will never catch them. It's fine, you just soak up the damage. They're still moving. Alright, so Emil von Crorden, the general of, well, the faction leader of Marienburg is dead. So I think this is a save game from prior to the recent patch. Even though it was sent to me after the patch, I think the guy just continued playing. Because it's actually very difficult to I don't even know if it's possible actually to confederate Marienburg anymore. I don't think it is. I'll go charging in there. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to send these guys out in the flank. Where are the other ones? Oh, I didn't even use them. Send... You got to be careful though, because the Demigryph Knights, we absolutely stand no chance against them. We can't charge after them. We just won't do anything. Okay, there's the Luminarch of Hish. I'm going to try to get into range here by the Hellstorm Rocket Battery and the Luminarch. We need to be wasting that thing's ammunition. Just keep that shooting. Like I said, there's just nothing we can do about that.
Still my beating heart.
Kind of weird that they've just stalled like this. Works just fine. If they want to just stagger their forces in one at a time, that's fine. I would like to cast a spell, but what's going on here works just fine for me. Okay, they're almost out of ammo. So yeah, in this instance here, like, they got a few kills, but like I said, we have nothing that can deal with it. See them trying to move in here. Demigryph knights are best dealt with by the infantry, especially if they're knights with halberds. They're not. Still, our cavalry don't stand a chance against them anyway. I might be able to waste the ammunition of those crossbows while this is going on as well, because they're just not making the attack, and that's fine. A passive enemy is an enemy that's easy to deal with. If I can get them to shoot their own units over here as well, that would be great. Didn't quite hit them there. I am very happy that he does have at least a corpse card in there, especially the lodestone one, because it's going to give us passive regeneration. So that is really going to help. That's why... Yeah, see, that one's recovering. Just slowly, but that's all it needs to. Especially if they're being this passive. This is good. This is a good situation right now. Good, they're almost out of ammo. If they're out of ammo, this is good as killing them. This is a good start. It's a good start. Even though we had to sacrifice that direwolf, I think the sacrificing of the direwolf actually sort of made them have a brain fart. That's it, hit your own units. That's what we want to see. Want them to shoot their own great swords. No. Shit, I wasn't paying attention over here. Shit, don't even... Gotta micromanage this. Slow down a bit. So that unit of cavalry got... Oh shit, I wasn't... Fuck me. Gotta get them back into the blob. Hard to see what's going on half the time, because concentrating heavily on this. Oh well. Should have just kept them all together in the big blob. Easier to keep track of them. There's no hope in hell of them beating this, so... Okay, cool. All the Hellstorm rocket battery is out of ammo. But I took extra damage on the crossbows because I couldn't micromanage it properly because I was over here. Checking this out. But overall, I think that situation there went pretty well. Alright. Now we've got them. That'll be just fine. I haven't casted any spells yet. Hasn't been any particularly good opportunities for it. Alright, bring him back over here, because for some reason that army there is just completely derping out. So I think we've lost 2 units so far, which is completely acceptable at this stage. Come over here. I want to use the breath attack on those Empire Knights. These two here are best off killing single entity dudes. They have been really derpy. Wonder what's causing them to do this. I mean, I'm not complaining because this could help us win the battle. Give our time to rest after every little fight. Try to wrap around them just a little bit if we can. Still, it's not a good opportunity right now to utilize the spells. Don't need to do it. Not yet.
Corpse cat.
Stay close together. Stay close together. I'm gonna stay close to the corpse cart because of the bonuses they provide. This is why blobbing as the vampire counts is the way to go. But you gotta be very careful about artillery and missile units. It's its biggest weakness. But if you can get rid of the missile units and the artillery, then blob away. Alright, let's try to pin these Demigryph Knights down. Pull our full force at them. So who put the pigeon plucker pendant on him? It might have been that hero that ran off the battlefield. Sometimes their trait stays, even after they, or their status effect stays even after they've been routed. Good, if they've been shattered, then that's good enough. Alright, good. Alright, get them all to stop. Get back in formation. And by formation, I mean blob up. Now these two, let's go poke some holes in their defenses. Alright, like I said, we haven't used up any Winds of Magic yet. I don't know what happened with these guys, but oh, look at this over here. That's a prime candidate there for a Wind of Death. Okay, you just hang back, because it's most likely as soon as we get close, this Luminarch of Hish is going to start shooting at us. And it's going to do less damage to this... Oh, they're back on the artillery. Damn, that's not good. Well, at least they're shooting at the general. They're still a fair distance away from the... you can take that out. What are they aiming for? Yeah, they're aiming for the Terror Geist. That's fine. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna wind you. Oh, yes. That was a decent cast. 200 kills, roughly. Did that hit me? I don't know. It was already damaged before that. When he's still got a lot of ammo. The what's it called? The Direwolves didn't do that much damage at all. But they're still derping around a hell of a lot. Now the next wave's on its way. So that's good. Just if they come at us just a little bit at a time, it stops us from being overwhelmed. We're in really good shape here. Apart from the 2 units that have been wiped out so far. Never should have put the cavalry on the flanks. But I was hoping to get them around. But like I said, there's no map there. And I'm not constantly keeping an eye on this. Oh shit. Oh, that was a bad hit there. Very hard to dodge them with big units. He's gonna have to go back for some healing. Just stay there. I'll just stay here with the Terrorgeist and try to dodge these shots now. Oh, bloody hell. The Luminarch shots, they do arc a little bit, so hard to dodge with these kind of guys, unfortunately. If I stay at the edge of its movement, just if it can come at us from this way and then change direction at the last second. Fucking hell. Like I said, too big. This is where a vampire would be far more useful, much quicker, much smaller to hit as well. Doesn't even look like it's gonna hit, but then it hits the hitbox. Okay, he's getting some healing. Okay, that one at least missed. No, it didn't. Shit. I mean, it missed this, but it hit our troops, which I'd prefer it to hit those troops. I need to move a little bit more over this way then, so it doesn't shoot at our own men. Ah, good. Hard to dodge, but not impossible. Super easy to dodge with a vampire on a Hellsteed. Super easy. Can't be concentrating too much on this right now. Gotta focus on this. Whatever's happening over there, I'm sure it'll be fine. It hit, but it didn't do very much damage. How many shots left? 4. Okay. Can still heal most of our health. Fucking hell. I do the best I can to dodge, but I just can't dodge it. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna need to drop in the heck down, I think. It's too big and it's just too accurate at this distance. The Hellstorm rocket battery is getting closer. Okay, I have an idea that might work. If they start shooting, I'll like start descending as well. Might just be able to dodge it that way. There we go. Oh, they're not even aiming for me. Oh yeah, I don't even care if they're doing that. That's fine. Oh yeah, not a problem, them doing that. Oh, this is definitely a problem. But they don't have that much ammo left, do they? I can't see. They've got, it says 5 rounds left. Right, well, there's not much I can do about it. Try and step back a little bit. Or even better still, let's spread out. Hit the corpse cup, that's okay. Alright, the Luminarch's out of ammunition. That's really good. I mean, it did a lot of damage to us, so I didn't do a very good job at dodging it. I was trying. It's just not as easy to dodge. I don't normally use these kind of units for dodging. They can dodge like crossbows easily enough, but Luminarch shots are really hard to dodge. It's easy to dodge if you're inside a city. Alright, it's not going to do anywhere near as much damage if we're spread out like this. Let them shoot and then we'll get back into the blob. And once they're out of ammunition, okay, there we go. There's nothing else that can really hurt us in a blob now. Apart from the various missile units that they have, but that's not a huge concern. It was the artillery that was going to do the most damage. The ones that do area of effect damage. Okay, so, I don't know why, but they're moving back into that position for another Wind of Death. Okay, if I cast another Wind of Death, yeah, that'll put us at 0 reserves, but at least we do have this. Do I want to do that? Okay, Boris has gained his attention. Alright, cool, let's bring him over here. Let's start moving up a bit. Don't think we want to fight him out in the sky, because we're not in good shape. If he could land, that would be ideal. He does not want to. Alright, this is how we get him to land. We'll come down here and attack this. He'll come down, and that's how we get him to land. No more healing left on the Terrorgeist. Okay. God, it's an absolute stroke of fortune that they're being so stupid in this battlefield. If they just charged right at us, I mean, I would have probably done a Wind of Death, but still, with the artillery that they had, I don't know why they didn't do it. Stroke of fortune. Because nothing else has particularly gone according to plan. Normally in a battle like this, you'd want everything to just go perfect, and it totally hasn't. But at the same time, the AI is being so dumb that it sort of doesn't matter that things didn't go that well. So Boris is getting wrecked. And they've sent the Luminarch into melee, so that's good. I'm pretty sure the Luminarch's on Force March, so if we win the battle, it gets wiped out anyway. And it's not a huge threat in melee. Oh, good stuff. They'll be back. Just chill. Ugh. At least it's only what's it called? Flock of Doom. It looks bad, but it doesn't do much damage. And plus, we've got area of effect healing, so it really isn't hurting us that much. And the region's calm, so they probably don't have much winds of magic either. Oh great, the White Cloak of Ulrich and the Pigeon Plucker Pendant have remained, despite the fact that the heroes that had it are dead. Doesn't matter. Buggiest fucking battle, this one. I'd actually say the balance of power would be in our favor at this point. All their best units are gone. They've used up a lot of their demigryph now, so I think there's only one left. Alright. It's not a great cast, but we're not gonna get a great cast. There's not that many left anyway. So I might as well finish off those greatsword. I don't know what else to do with them. Oh, and the crossbows as well. Cool, cool, cool. Stay there, stay there, stay there. And the army loss penalty has been inflicted. There we go. Huh. Well, 2 of our units got wiped out, but apart from that, the army's in good shape. Alright, that unit there is not on force march. But everything else I think is. Just let it go. I mean, we could send the cavalry to come chase it, but they're not going to kill it. Heroic victory. Now, I can't really claim, like, that I did an amazing job on that battle. The only thing that I did that I think won me the battle was actually sacrificing the direwolves, because I don't know what happened, but for some reason that just completely shut down the AI. They didn't expect that to happen, and they just shut down completely. And then I guess making use of their AI derp, that was the next best thing. And you know what? The direwolves have been given another chance to live again. So how about that? But as far as how I did on that battle, I'm not going to sit there and say that I did an amazing job. I mean, I had one job, really. Dodge the bloody Luminarch shots, and I couldn't even do that. But the battle was won. I don't know if you're in friendly territory or not, so I'm going to dominate captives. You're not in friendly territory. So. And you're taking attrition. Well, this is no longer my problem, so I'm going to send the save file back with that. Because on legendary difficulty, at least I managed to save his battle. Anyway, that's the end of this campaign, guys. So, well, this particular video, I mean. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Later, fuckers.